This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen You've Never Been Completely Honest, a short new documentary from director Joey Izzo, which looks at events that took place behind closed doors at what was purported to be a business seminar. With audio from an interview that had never been made public until this film, and through new animation and reenactments, a man named Gene Church recounts his experiences back in 1970 when he attends what he expects to teach him how to improve himself as a leader, only to be put through a series of horrifying and torturous rituals and torments for the alleged purpose of bettering himself as a person. Worse, perhaps, he can't seem to understand, even afterwards, why neither he nor others in the group had the strength to leave or stop. For a story which could have been presented in a more sensational manner, especially given how these quote-unquote seminars are said to have influenced modern motivational speakers and their teachings, it sticks to Gene's interview and his perspective, doing everything it can to pull you into these events and all but feel firsthand what he and others had gone through. Being a first person recounting of events, it's not difficult at all to get pulled into the story and understand exactly how he felt, if not enough so that you almost physically feel it. That might be a bit extreme, but it's something which is illustrated excellently through the film's actual visuals. It splits the use of surreal animated elements and live-action reenactments, depending on the actual scenes being described or discussed, with the former generally being juxtaposed with archival images and making the actual speeches and seminars seem mundane or uneventful, and the latter being a much grittier look at the trials that participants were made to endure. Needless to say, it brings new life to Gene's testimony, and is more than enough to make the viewer understand just how dangerous and traumatizing the ordeal had been for him, and likely was for others. It's a sentiment further reflected in the film's greater cinematography and editing, which gets extremely erratic as it shifts into the torture scenes, reflecting Gene's literal point of view and his ongoing confusion, eventually mixing the previous animation with these reenactments, though whether it's more of a practical censorship choice or if it's representative of memory repression isn't stated outright. Either way, it's all ultimately effective in bringing light to what had happened, and in such a way that makes it nearly impossible for anybody involved to forget what had occurred, or at the very least, makes you aware of the influence that these events have had later on. You've Never Been Completely Honest. Joey Izzo, 2022. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend giving this a watch. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Maybe I should be glad that there's nobody else in this theater with me. I don't want to have to learn the hard way that they're into this sort of thing. You know, motivational speeches.